Hi friends, this is a poem by Rumi. Maybe some of you are familiar with this. That was an accident. Maybe some of you are familiar with this poem. This is what I wanted to read today, and I'm going to share a couple other thoughts. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. You must ask for what you really want. Don't go back to sleep. People are going back and forth across the door still, where the two worlds touch. The door is round and open. Don't go back to sleep. Rumi is one of my favorite poets, and I'm actually a lot less familiar with the majority of his material than I am some of the other poets who I really enjoy. But this poem, usually it's just the beginning that's shared, like the first half, but the second half about not going back to sleep is also a part of it, you know? So the first half is usually just out beyond the ideas of right doing and wrongdoing, or wrongdoing and right doing. There is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. I don't know about you, but I can often get caught up in the how-tos of something. I'm an overthinker. And when we overthink, that's actually anxiety. Even if we don't think it's anxiety, it's a form of anxiety, overthinking. Even if it's positive, good overthinking, that's really anxiety, which is also related to control, the overthinking. So it's very easy to get caught up in how to do something. Am I doing it the right way? Is this the right approach? Let me hyper-focus on the rules. Let me just follow the rules. Sometimes, the rules actually there are times when those don't apply, or maybe the rules need to be rewritten. So I like this poem for many reasons. I do think it's so relevant right now in our world with what we have going on in our world today. And something about it makes me think of these words, which are by the feminist activist and poet Audre Lorde. For the master's tools will never dismantle the master's house. They may allow us temporarily to beat him at his own game, but they will never enable us to bring about genuine change. And the fact is this fact is only threatening to those women who still define the master's house as their only source of support. That's a part of a much larger quote, body of writing, the lines, the master's tools will never dismantle the master's house. They may allow us temporarily to beat him at his own game. They will never enable us to bring about genuine change. So this makes me think of the images of an institution, an organization, a government, a home, however it applies in your mind. I have those images in my mind, and then I think of the field. Sometimes we have to work within the constructs that we have. which are usually the master's tools, okay? Sometimes we have to leave this structured concept or illusion that we have been taught is real, that we have been kind of force fed, like this is the way it's supposed to be, or these are the things I should do, or this is how I'm supposed to go about it. Sometimes we have to carve our own path. We got to go. I'm doing this because I'm imagining a house in a field, and I'm like, out of the house, walk out of the house, we go to the field, there, we're gonna meet there. That's why I keep doing that, because that's what I'm imagining in my brain. Clearly I'm neurodivergent, if you guys didn't already catch on to that. So that's what I want to share today. This is my grandmother's hat. We were very close. Her name was Louise. She was my mom's mom, and she really influenced me as a child. She was very Irish, very Catholic Irish. And a lot of the same things that she loves, I love. So that's pretty cool to me. And when she passed in April of 2012, I made a decision to leave Oregon. I'd been there for 5 years and kind of get my life together. Not that it wasn't together, but I realized when she passed that I wanted to live my life in a way that she would feel proud of. Again, not that I wasn't, but it really kind of woke me up to some things that I wanted to change about my life. And one of the things I started that year, for the first time as a grown-up, was gardening. And I've actually continued it ever since, for the most part, other than like when Robert was like really little. But even when he was, I did, I continued it. I take that back. I did work at a garden before she passed away. I built a garden at a domestic violence safe house as a part of my final project for my undergrad studies. But outside of that, that's when I began gardening, like on my own, like for me, for fun, to grow food. I don't know, I just wanted to share that. And that's special to me because I think it's my way of connecting with her, because when I was little, she would garden with me. She taught me how to garden. She taught me how to grow things. You know, not that I remember a lot of that. I remember some of it, but not the details, you know? So anyway, this is her hat. She was from New York City. Her dad was a detective. They were super Irish. When she was 17, she was approached by an Olympic team recruiter for like ice skating, and they wanted her to join the team because she was so good. She was so good. She would actually ice skate at Rockefeller Center, which is like cool. But you know what? She said no. She said no to that opportunity. And 2 years ago, I started to write a song about it, and I haven't finished it, but it's on my list of things to do. I'll finish the song. So one more time, these words by Rumi are good. They're good words. I like good words. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense.